If you thought last season was deep,
You haven't heard anything yet.
this is boots to boots.
The moments where everything you thought you knew about yourself changes.
Because this is the stuff no one wants to talk about.
But it's what needs to be talked about.
Healing doesn't happen alone.
It happens through shared experience.
So lace up your boots.
Join the conversation.
We'll be talking to you.
Today on Boots to Boots, we are joined by one half of the Battle of the Badges who will be representing her family on June 6th at Battle for the Brave. So please welcome Kaya McKenna.
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing this afternoon?
Good, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. I've had a very good year so far, so I'm hoping to keep that energy rolling for the next half.
Good.
The next 6 weeks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, then we hope to keep it rolling too on June 6th, Battle of the Brave.
Absolutely.
Let's hop right into it because you were actually one of our partner from T2T's like on his dream list to have on the show because not only do you wrestle, but you also play hockey, which his family is a big hockey family. And then when we booked you, we found out that you have fire department in your family.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
yeah, your match with Gabby Forza is Battle of the Badges, Fire versus Police. So what does this match mean to you personally?
It means a lot to me because my family has always put like the forefront of the community service that the fire service provides. Like that's been a big thing, right? So like my grandfather was a gold badge member, which is just lifetime of service in the fire department in Ocean City, Maryland. My father, who started out as a cadet in the fire service at 14, he's 63 now, he is still in the service. My brother started out the same trajectory at 13 as a cadet. He is now an assistant chief in the same fire department. My grandmother was actually entered into the Maryland Women's Hall of Fame for her work with the Ladies Auxiliary. So that would be like the wives and the girlfriends and just female community members that go out and support the fire service when they're on scene and through fundraising events, et cetera, et cetera. That was a part of my family growing up. We always did that with her. And then my uncle was a Baltimore firefighter. So it's always just been something I've been around. And to have this opportunity where like wrestling intersects with a cause that I am very passionate about is just incredible. I can't believe it worked out this way, but I'm very excited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And please thank your entire family for their service.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
I will,
you. So
for
then,
sure.
If anything, that's going to lead into the next question. Like, how has having so many family members shaped you from their service to the community?
Honestly, I'm just so grateful for their service. I am not a part of the fire service myself, but just seeing the impact that all my family members have made on the community, whether it be through like charitable work, being on scene at the fires, being on scene at accidents, like giving that much of their time to the community is just such an admirable thing. And I just think it's the coolest thing ever. And I've always tried to support them in any way I can. It's been a huge impact in that sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly why we wanted to put on this show. And obviously Steve is a veteran, but to be able to tap more into that first responder community, and especially we grew up, in New Jersey during 9/11, it had such a big impact on both of us. To be able to bring the wrestling space into this cause, which is so important to us.
And then find also people with a connection as well.
Yeah.
And that's also the one good thing too of bringing this all together. And we've been talking about the card from top to bottom with the connections and everybody from the local area. So like for you now, wrestling on the independent scene, this is not just a normal match right now, because obviously with you having the family representative. So like, what does this match then mean to you more than a normal match?
I mean, we all know there's like a little bit of a feud between like the fire service and the police service, even with the hockey game. They have the New York City fire and police departments. I believe they do a big hockey game every single year as well. So just kind of to like bring that into the wrestling space, that little rivalry is super fun. And there's nobody I would rather do it with than Gabby Forza because she is a phenomenal athlete. She is so impressive in the ring. It's going to be such a big challenge for me to step up and meet her level. And just that I know her family has also dedicated a lot of time to community service through first responder work is awesome as well. So it's just, there's so many things about this that overlap and make it so cool to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is what, like, we didn't know this about you or about Gabby before we booked the show. So it's made it that much more special to us. But I do want to flip the script a little bit here. Recently, you made a tweet in support of Charlotte Flair talking about how women's wrestling gets, the connotation of when you start later in life, you don't have as long of a career as men do or as women who maybe start younger. And so, I want to give you an opportunity to maybe talk about what you did prior to finding wrestling and maybe how entering the wrestling space in this chapter of your life feels different?
Okay, so this is really interesting because I am 36. So when I was 19, 20, women's wrestling on the independents was a thing. We had wonderful women like Allison Danger, Cheerleader Melissa, Daisy Hayes, like Mischief, all those girls, trailblazers, right? But getting professional wrestling training as a woman in that time period was not something that was very widespread or accessible. So despite having wanted to have done this, it wasn't an option for me. Like, I think the Ring of Honor school trained people in Philly, but that was like one of the few options that existed at the time. Yeah. So my mom had a very honest conversation with me and was like, you should probably go to college. And I was like, you are correct. I should definitely go to college. So I did. And my love for wrestling never went away. I always attended Ring of Honor shows growing up, especially on the East Coast, went to Independence, have always been a lifelong wrestling fan since my grandma would watch it while she babysat me as a kid. And there was just a point in my life where like, I lost my job, I lost my car, I lost my boyfriend, like everything just in the same 2 weeks just went away. And I was like, okay, you know, for the first time, I'm not beholden to anything or anyone, and I can do whatever I want. And women's wrestling had become more mainstream, more accessible. So I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to become a professional wrestler. I've always wanted to. And here we are today. So it's kind of how I ended up here, right?
Yeah.
But it was a little bit later just because it wasn't accessible when I was young. And I love that it's there for the young girls now. Like the fact that you can be 19 and you can go to like a top tier wrestling school and get excellent training is just so incredible for women. And I love that. But I'm so glad I found my way here too. It just took a little bit longer. But that doesn't mean I don't have value. I have a lot to bring. I promise you. Like my age is nothing but a number.
Oh my gosh, 1000%. And what I was the girl who started at 18. I've grown up. Wrestling has been a part of my life longer than I've done anything else for more than half my life at this point. Yeah. But I know that that's not always the path. And I've learned to embrace that for other people. And I just thought it was so special. You coming out and talking about that. We saw Taya Valkyrie come out and talk about that. And so many other women who, yes, are perceived to be older or have started later.
You're just written off.
Yes.
And I'm like, there's 29, it's not old. Like 29's not old. When I started wrestling, I was 29. That's not old, dude. Like I promise you, that's not old. I mean, I'm still athletic. I'm still capable. If anything else, I'm a real adult that has like lived in the world, paid bills, held a job. Like I'm responsible. I'm not going to be a pain in your ass if you book me. Like I can function. There's so many positives to having a little life experience under your belt.
It's just maturity as well, and being able to deal with things too. Because obviously behind the scenes it shows where creative always changes with certain things, and it's just having to deal with that grind. The maturity helps there.
Oh my gosh,
where shows professionals are.
I think about it now.
I got to handle it like an adult.
Yeah.
Yes, I got signed to NXT when I was 24. And
oh my goodness.
Now I'm 30. I'll be 32 next month. And I think that the way I handled so many situations is not how like adult Deanna would handle them. I was a 24-year-old girl who was like so anxious, and I had so much like angst to do more than I thought I was getting. And I yelled and I screamed and I cursed at people I should not have done that to because I was just young.
And you were just had never lived into this crazy world. Yeah.
Yes. And so I always think about that now of like, I'm so grateful I started wrestling and got so many experiences out of the way while I was young, but I definitely would do so many things better now that I'm a little bit older than when I was younger. And so I just thought like what an important conversation Charlotte started, but that so many other women under her were able to contribute to. Yeah. So thank you.
For sure. And of course, I just feel like, and then like these things happen and you have to be professional and be an adult about them. And it's like things that would have made me fly off the panhandle at 24, like just kind of roll off my back in my 30s. So it's like, it doesn't feel like as big of a deal. It doesn't feel like every setback or like decision change is the end of the world. And just being able to be a little bit more like grounded and take a step back as a real adult per se has been a huge asset to me in my
you get into one of those situations where you realize everything happens for a reason.
It does, yes.
And that's where I always come into, like, we'll have things and like things will happen on creative on my end where she's not happy. She's like, you need to say this, you need to do this. And I'm like, just let it be. Like, it's not worth the fight. It's not worth the hassle. It's just like, let it be what it is. It's happening for a reason. We'll figure it out. And I'll make the best of the situation because I'm the one going through the curtain and putting those boots on and going into the ring.
Absolutely. I have a question for you two. Do you think that it's, oh, sorry. I was like, is it nice to have each other? Oh, sorry. Is it nice to have each other to talk about these aspects of the business with? Because I feel like so many people make the mistake of turning to the internet to ventilate their frustrations, but you guys have each other and you know you're both living this life. So to just have somebody like that, is that cool? Like, to have that person?
1,000,000 infinite percent. Going to the internet is evil.
Yeah.
I hate the internet,
Oh,
but it's got its good tools for it. But for us, it's fun to just vent, and like there's times like I'm very reserved and I don't speak up when I need to sometimes, and that's where my wife chimes in for me.
Aw,
but then it's on the flip side of
that.
things where she wants to chime in too much and I tell her to back off on it.
Yeah.
And it's a very good yin and yang.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
We always say, like, there's no one who understands us more than each other. There's no one who wants more for each other than each other. And so it's not coming from a space of like negativity or negative critique or jealousy or judgment. It's always like just brutal honesty because we want the best for each other and we want each other to succeed in whatever realm we're in, right? And so I think that, yeah, being able to find that partner that can give you that relationship and that honesty and that judgment-free critique, yeah, has really helped me settle in my later years, right?
Yeah.
As we're being judged by our dog,
Oh
if
my
you can't
gosh.
hear Oliver outside just begging for attention. But to bring it back to Battle for the Brave, what can the fans see from you? And I know you tweeted about coming out in your family's fire jacket. So what's different about you that's going to come out? What are you bringing to Gabby in that night?
I think that it's just because there's something on the line here, right? We just spoke about that little rivalry that exists, very friendly rivalry. Like, that just motivates me to come out, like, to hit harder, to move faster, to be more aggressive than I would typically be because there's something on the line. And it's a little bit of a matter of pride. Like, I'm representing my family. I can't go out there and just get my ass kicked. I've got to show up and show out. I have got to like say, even if I go down, I tried, and my family can be very proud of me for representing them in this fight. So with that being on the line, it's a very strong motivator to do well. And just wearing that jacket makes it that much more special. I love my robe, but I am honored that I get to wear my dad's jacket to the ring for this match.
No, I love that you tweeted that because I feel like, yeah, what a special moment for you, for your family. So I'm so excited for you that you get to represent your entire family. I'm so excited that we get to have you at the show. And just can you let everyone know where to find you, where to keep up with you, and where to keep updated about Battle for the Brave?
Absolutely. I am at Kaya MCK on the internet in all places. So you can definitely follow me there. I will be putting out lots of flyers, promotional content, talking up the show in the weeks leading up to it, which it's getting very close, actually. I'm very excited. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. So yeah, if you follow me there on Instagram or X, that is probably the best way to stay posted. I try to keep my stories up to date. And I'm just so looking forward to seeing all of you at this event. It's going to be very exciting. It has been a long time since I've gotten the honor to wrestle in Jersey, so I'm excited to come back to Jersey.
We're so excited to see you in just a few weeks. If you have not gotten tickets yet, everyone will go to T2TWrestling.tixr.com and get your tickets now.
We'll be talking to you. Hey guys, if you're enjoying Boots to Boots, let us know.
Lace up your boots and join the conversation.
Like, subscribe, leave us a comment,
and
we'll be talking to you.